sir.
But yeah, gents, like of course, a lot has been happening as far as football is concerned. But before we go to football, guys, can we congratulate LeBron James, man, for
Of
his
course.
man, guys.
One man did the thing.
And bro, I bunked Jim for that, bro. I hope my coach ain't watching. I
Really?
bunked Jim, dog, to watch the game.
Kanti, I'm a game NPL don't they play like in the morning?
Yeah, at 5 a.m. The game was
Yeah.
at 5 a.m. 5 a.m. normally we wake up though, guys. Come on. This thing, I'm not, half 4 I went from between 2 and 4 p.m. Yeah, I understand that's early. But from 5, come on. It's like
Also, the game started at 5.
beg your pardon?
Did the game start at 5?
Yeah, on the dot. National
Okay.
anthems and everything, bro. So yeah, man, I couldn't miss that moment because I saw, hi man, the Lakers are playing. Then
I
I'm
think
like,
it was 36 points, man.
Sorry?
I think he needed 36 points.
Yeah, 36. And then I was sure that I know 36 is possible. LeBron can drop 36 comfortably, And yeah, man, he did it, even though they got an L. But anyway, it is what it is. Just a huge congratulations to him, man. And yeah, man, like to 40 points. No, 40,000 points. Yeah. I think you'll
The
reach
crazy
that.
thing is he's still going to keep extending it.
Yeah, I say he'll eclipse 40,000 easily, bro. But like
But wait, I was calculating 40,000 is like it's still like 1,600 and something away from it.
Yeah, dude, these guys are like, yeah, bro. A season you can drop well over 400 points, dog. Well over.
And
Close
LeBron's not
to even
stopping
over
anytime
1,000,
soon.
bro. James Harden once dropped a K4, I think, in one season.
What?
Yeah, nigga. The season where he
That's
won MVP.
crazy.
Yeah, bro. So it's
Maramanje,
possible.
but LeBron's 38, dog. How many more years does he have in the tank?
I say, bro, this guy will retire averaging 20 points. Like his worst season will be him averaging 20.
But
that is
No.
Lamic's asking age. Lamic's asking age.
Hey,
What
saying
age do you think he'll
if
stop,
you're
bro?
saying on average he does 400, let's say we give him 500, right, a season, and he's 38 now. That means he has to be in the NBA for like another 3 seasons minimum.
To beat 4,
Yeah.
40K, yeah.
Yeah,
And that's
because next season he's gonna play because it's his son's. His son will be in what again? College. Yeah, and then when he's 40, he's gonna play with his son. His aim is to play in the same team with his son.
That is gonna be
So
crazy,
that's
bro.
some legacy stuff, bro. Stuff that would never ever seen before. Then maybe you'll bar out there and at Yazin, sing him Nandi. But yeah, we're gonna miss that man. We are going to miss him. But anyway, guys, this ain't a basketball episode. I wish it was.
Thank you. Let's talk football.
This is about football, guys. I'm not too sure if you guys have been seeing things. Hey, man, the Qataris, guys, like it's there's a high possibility that these guys are gonna buy us. I'm gonna start with you, Lane.
Dog bag, and actually, so I actually saw it in the morning because like going up on my past 2, like in Penelope Tom, and I was like just going through stuff, and that's when I saw it. And at first, I'm like, you see, actually, those posts you put in the morning, because that account that you follow, like I never used to follow that account. I started following it through you, that United whatever.
It's fire.
Right? Yeah.
It's on point. They don't make a mistake in that account.
So I saw it from them in the morning of my past 2. And I'm like, okay, sharp. Twitter, I see a little bit of buzz. I'm seeing people, whatever. And then only this morning I started analyzing it. I'm like, okay, this is because like in the morning I think people just the hype. And in the morning people are like, no, because like now the debate starts. Do you want to be like a sellout club for money or do you not do it the hard way where you build a team? And I think there's 2 things to it now. The thing about maybe a United compared to other teams is that United is like a Madrid. If let's say the Qataris want to go buy Madrid already is generating revenue without them. They've already got the facilities, they already got the pool, they got the revenue, and United's not far off that type of legacy. So I doubt we'd also fall into a financial fair play. It could be a situation of like when I saw Guti, they said they'll take care of the facilities and the whole upgrade stuff. Maybe they might be like, dog, for the next 3 years or 4 years, we can't give you that much money in the league, but we'll prioritize stadium. We'll give you like 100 or whatever, same as the other chains. let's prioritize the facilities,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
maybe in 3 or 5 years' time, they'll be like, okay, Shab, in this 5 years, do the best you can, you know. And then after 5 years, once we've gone through the facility change, the Old Trafford, and we've done everything, then with everything and the money that they would have pumped into the club, maybe then it will be a good project. When I looked at it in that lens, I was like, you know what, it wouldn't be bad for them to take over us because at least then it'll be a long-term project where, for the next 10, 15, 20 years, United could be self-sufficient and we'll be in a good position. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
that's the one way. And then the other way is like if they only just come in to splurge money, but it doesn't seem like they do that, dog. Because even at City, dog, Etihad, they even got the name change. And Newcastle maybe because it's still early phases. I don't know
yeah,
about the PSG, like what happened there, but it doesn't look like they just come just for the players only. They actually
yeah,
do a whole round holistic evaluation or trying to prove that the team in that regard. And I think United, especially like from what I'm seeing and people are saying with how bad the facilities are, dog. I can't see any other person coming into the team and saying, actually, I'll take care of that right now.
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
agree.
And of course, I fully agree. And then of course, Sihle and hating as usual. Bavuga omalambayo. Like
Malama.
it is what it is,
Lemali, but
man. Like I fully agree. Do you want to add on to that, Zweli, bro?
no, I
Before
completely
I say,
agree. I mean, the only thing
yeah,
I wanted to add was that Ulemek was speaking about facilities. I didn't know that Carrington, on top of Old Trafford, was also a big issue that we're facing. But if they can fix Carrington, that would also be amazing, man. Then we'll worry about big players and,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. And
Because I feel
another
like,
thing. Oh, sorry. I just wanted to add, Lamit, bro. I also think even our debt. I feel like with the Saudis, if they come in, they'll settle that in particular
all of
because
it.
that's what Bowley did with Chelsea. That's the reason why these guys are handing out death row contracts and signing
Yeah,
players at exorbitant amounts, like amounts that I don't even think they are worth. But anyway,
yeah,
but I just think all right to Lemick as far as facilities are concerned, because that's what the Etihad group did with City, bro. They revamped everything, bro, to even their
yeah,
women's team. Their women's team's facilities are world class.
yeah,
Our stadium doesn't even have a Wi-Fi, bro. Because I've been watching these streamers from the UK. They say that our roof is leaking, and there's no
yeah, I know
Wi-Fi
about the roof leaking. Yeah,
screens,
people
bro.
always complain about the roof leaking.
There's no screens. There's no replay nyana or
yeah. There's no
anything, bro.
screens at Old Trafford. How sad is that, bro?
Dude, in 2023, bro.
Three.
Like, isn't Lula like
No
even
screens.
yeah, 2023, bro, and no Wi-Fi, bro. So it's crazy, man. So like, facilities need to be fixed. I mean, of course, the debt needs to, also vanish. And I don't
I
think we'll
think
splurge personally. Yeah, you can go, Zoe.
I think if we're talking football wise, right, the
Hmm.
biggest thing that the Qataris will bring in is, like X said, is settling out debt. Because once that is done, then we are going to be able to buy the players Ten Hag wants. Not that we're not doing it now. I mean, Ten
Yeah,
Hag has got the players that he wants right now, and obviously he has a plan for the future. And on top of that, we'll be able to offload players too, because that also costs a lot of money for other clubs as well as us to
yeah,
offload players. So once our debt is settled, then there's no excuse for Phil Jones
yeah,
not to go. There's no excuse for other players not to go on loan anymore. So I'd love the debt to be settled. That will help the football, and I think Manchester United's going to win the league.
yeah. No, 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 indeed, 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 indeed. I also think they'll do so, man. And when Lamick, did you also want to add or?
No, 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 no. That's what I'm saying. So like in that front, if they come, because like that's what I'm saying. I feel like because I feel like they can't do both at the same time. They
Yeah,
can't be spending 500 on players and then up or whatever. So I think they'll come in and be like, as in dog, we like you, we see your plan. But maybe next season we can give you another midfielder with 80 mil, and then we can push maybe a striker for 60, 70 mil, and then maybe another 20 for like squad play or something like that. We'll do a small rebuild. And
yeah,
then we'll prioritize X. After Ini, we'll do Y, and then like but with what we're giving you, we know at least you can still punch above your weight in the
yeah.
league.
Yeah,
Yeah, and another thing as well, gents, is that at least there are players that Ten Hag is planning to offload, like Martial. I
yeah,
think he's been given his time on Martial, and clearly
more than
his
enough.
body, Jay. It's
Dog,
just
more
fame.
than like
You
who's
see
really
what I'm
saying?
saying?
Phil Jones has even played a game this season.
You see what I'm saying? Even Maguire as well. He's also hitting the road. Scott McTominay is also gonna hit the road. So essentially, this guy. And one thing I've noticed with Ten Hag, he doesn't just sign a player. He has to know you, number one, or have worked with you before in any yeah, but like Verghorst, they've worked together at FC20. You know, he was like a reserve. So Ten Hag wants to sign players that he knows that they'll play for him automatically.
Yeah.
Like you can
And it's
see
just
with Verghorst. Yeah, bro. Like even with Verghorst, you can see the energy, bro. Like homie is fighting for the coach. Same thing with Anthony. You know, I'd say Casemiro is the only one that he didn't know or coach. You know,
yeah.
I think that was just purely because he's a winner and he looks at the players' attributes, the intangibles, the ones that we can't see. And Nami,
Yeah.
I also feel the same in all sports, bro. It's the intangibles that determine whether a player will rise or not. Yes, as much as Rashford is up of mind, but it's the intangible. He's always had that willpower, you know, to fight
Yeah.
on and one he wants to improve. It's just that the coaching part was lacking. And ever since Phil Penny McCarthy, things have changed for the better, you know. And guys, you know, I don't want us to, you know, dwell on the I think I just don't want it to be a redundant show. As far as the money, of course, that's gonna be coming in. Which players? I'll ask. Yeah, we'll start off with strikers. Which strikers would you guys prefer, you know, to come to our club?
Can
I
I
can
start
give
it?
you options if, or maybe you can. Okay, just yeah, you can go with
So
yeah,
obviously there's a lot of pepperizing about Harry
yeah,
Kane. Yeah, yeah.
mm-hmm.
I would love Harry Kane based on the fact that he's played in the Premier League, he's got
Premier
that
League.
XP, and he's hungry. He's hungry because he hasn't
Yeah,
won anything. So
he
for me,
has.
I'd love Harry Kane. I actually saw just before the show right now. I actually saw that we're in talks for Moani in the summer. I wouldn't mind Moani. I think he's got a lot of energy. Just reached the final with France. I feel like he can also do a little something
Yeah,
for us. Um, Other than that, I was very disappointed that Cody didn't come to us because I read after that he wanted to come, and I'm like, dog, why did you
yeah,
come?
Yeah, I'm
But
seeing even
yeah,
Vanessa Roy saying the same
yeah.
thing.
Even this,
no,
yeah.
Where Vanessa Roy was like, I told him to wait for the summer and then something changed and he just decided to go
so
now.
very
So
disappointed
let
in
him
that.
suffer. Let him
Let him
suffer.
suffer, bro, and he's gonna suffer
Yeah,
for the next 2, 3 seasons. Let him suffer. So
yeah.
those
I,
would probably be would probably be my two big signings, Harry Kane and Moani. Obviously, we can't get them both unless Vegas goes. But yeah, that's me, bro.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so
But
I think I wanna with the Kane thing, then. How old is he, like 29, 30 now, ne?
yeah,
30.
he's turning 30. Yeah,
He's
30.
turning 30 this year, ne? So he's got like another probably 3, 4 years max in him, you know. Unfortunately, with where the market is right now, especially in England, and him being at Spurs, you know, I I feel like he would be a good signing. I would love Kane as well. I just feel like the value for money for him at his age is something
Yeah,
maybe we could invest and buy someone who's like 27 and someone who's like
Yeah,
23. We're like, okay, Lona 27, we're giving you 2 or 3 seasons when this one is still developing. Because like a
yeah.
Kane coming from Spurs to United, it's not going to be less than 100 mil at his
yeah,
age.
But
You know,
but
probably like
Lamek,
120.
you know what's sorry to interrupt you, bro. Sorry to interrupt you. You know what's the messed up thing is that price tags, especially for English players, but I'm not gonna mention that. But price tags
yeah,
are so messed up, man. Well, Harry Kane is coming with what? With what on it to next to his
English
name? It is
premium,
top
dog.
goal
It's
scorer.
called English premium.
it's
Yeah,
English
I know
premium,
it's
bro.
annoying. So I completely agree with you. But
It's
obviously,
like
I'm
So
looking at the
yeah, yeah. So,
XP.
so, so look, like as a fan, I think yes, him coming in, at least you know what he guaranteed 20 goals. You know, he's gonna get you that 20 goals a
Across
season, you
all
know. And
competitions.
then you
Yeah,
can and then maybe if Vegas can be number two, okay, with okay, sharp dog, when they don't play every game, but you'll be there, you'll get your chance, whatever. And then you know it's okay, center forward for the next 2 seasons, we're good. And then now let's focus on midfield, whatever. And then maybe you get like someone who's like 21, 22, 23, like will develop you under this guy or whatever. I just feel like for the price tag that City would no Spurs would charges for him, I feel like it'll be better to go out and spend that amount of money on like 2 other players. Who those 2 other players are, honestly don't know.
Yeah,
Because
it's get
I
Moani
mean,
24. He's 24. This kid.
Yeah. But for me, guys, I for one, you see, if you all right, Lamek, but I ideally go for Kane only because I know Kane is gonna hit the ground running
Like
automatically.
this.
It'll be like an RVP.
I was
When
about to
RVP,
mention it.
RVP's first game, he scored a hat trick, bro. We were
No,
2 nil
but
down. This
think
guy
about
came
it.
on and scored three, bro. So
Who
yeah,
Kane coming into our team, that Spurs already probably forfeiting top four. So they must
yeah,
capitalize on that revenue already by selling him.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. They're like,
yeah.
you know what? We're selling to a direct rival, so we are going to be losing 20 goals.
I wouldn't even
And
say we
Charlton
run.
has not come
Not
on.
any,
You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
but yes, if you got a blank check and you're like, you know what, we can get him for 2 seasons, 100%.
aye, bro. Kane, the way he plays, bro, he can play up until 35, 36, bro.
Yeah,
Only because he's not reliant on his pace, bro. That guy plays with his head. He's not a guy who's a headless chicken or anything. But on the ball, he's just an all-round footballer. I won't say he's Wayne Rooney from a footballing standpoint. Because Rooney began to him. Like Rooney
Yeah,
was
but,
clean.
but the thing about Kane, what I'm saying is like,
Yeah.
Kane, when he's like 33,
Yeah.
34, he'll come play in midfield or be like a number 10. He won't be like the center forward, or he'll be like the main center forward where they're like, dog, we don't come back. You're
Yeah.
golden. You know what I mean? Like, I think depending on what team he's playing and like what
Yeah.
their ambitions are, he can adapt. So you are right.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you buy
He's a
him now
footballer.
for like a
Even,
good
yeah.
4 seasons, Nyana.
Yeah,
He's
even
like
like Benzema.
he's like a Benzema, dog. Benzema, how old is
Yeah.
Benzema? Like 34, 35?
No, he's 36 this year, Benzema.
You know, so yeah.
So
So
Benzema is
you could
another
go
one.
5 years.
Yeah. And as well, I mean, I didn't hear you guys speak of Victor Osimhen. I don't know, Zwedi. I know you support Napoli, dog, in Italy.
Let's get Victor! Victor! I'm telling you, that kid's a superstar, dog. And you guys know, any African player gonna work. It's gonna work. It's not gonna come being lazy. It's gonna work.
Yeah, I think, So go. You can go.
Did you hear my question? Who would you like to come if not Harry Kane?
Yeah.
Center forward.
Yeah. Oh, forward.
Forward.
X. Who you got?
Besides, I'd say Osimhen. Osimhen would work as well. He's also another one who would play the way he plays. He's someone who plays in the box. Very athletic. Even high balls. He's very good at getting high balls.
Did you see he broke Ronaldo's record? That's what you've been saying.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah.
He broke Ronaldo's record.
Remember Ronaldo? I think when he was in Juventus that.
Yeah,
it was 2.56 meter jump, and I think Victor Osimhen was 2.58. So the boy can leap, dog.
Easy.
Boy can leap.
Athletic.
And I'm not sure about his age, but I think 25. How old is he?
Yeah, he's not high. He's in Tuana.
Yeah, in Tuana.
He's in Tuana, dog.
Yeah,
you see. So, and it'll be dope, dog. So for me, it's either him or Victor Osimhen, or I also like Vlahovic from Juve. I also like that.
It's in my head, dog.
I think Vlahovic is dope, bro. And as well, Juve, them going through what they're going through, penalty, of course, 15 points docked. Like financially, they are.
They're in the mud, dog. They are proper in the mud.
And I think guys, personally, I think all leagues except Bundesliga
are gonna get penalized.
No. I'm just saying financially, they're not up to the levels of England. But I look at Wolves. Wolves are signing Portuguese internationals, guys, and this is Wolverhampton. They can offer them better salaries. So it just
Nottingham Forest. If you see Nottingham Forest squad,
dude,
they signed like 29 players plus Keylor Navas. Crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
Which is crazy, bro. Which Kalo was a random signing. I won't lie. I was like,
no. Apparently, I think Henderson got injured or something.
Oh, Henderson is it? Oh shit. Okay. I never knew.
Which is why he came straight into the team.
Yeah. But yeah, man, there's quite a few, And you know what I'd like more, especially guys? I'd like for an unknown guy to come in and just fuck shit up. Like Remember when Vidic came in? We did not
Yeah.
know who the fuck Vidic was or is,
Yeah.
but he just
Even
came.
Evra, I mean, Evra came from Monaco, but a lot of us back then didn't watch the French league, so
Exactly.
Yeah.
we didn't know much about him.
Yeah, and
Abou Hines as well.
yeah,
Third most defense.
you see what I'm saying? I'd like United to, stick to its
Unearth the gem.
principles. Yeah, like
Yeah.
stick to its principles as well, man. We are known to, eye for the gem, as you mentioned. Like even CR7, who would have known CR would turn out to be the player he turned out to
Yeah.
be? So for me, yeah, man, like that's what I'd like. Let's go back to
And
our old.
and and
Yeah,
I agree, bro, because um that's what Ten Hag is about.
yeah,
He's about, yes, he's worked with certain players, but he's also about like unlocking gems. Like Tony, Tony
yeah.
at Ajax was shining, bro. He was shining.
Mhm.
Eric, he's worked with Ericsson, I think, at Ajax, if I'm not correct.
Who?
I don't know if he worked with him, but I know Ericsson played in at Ajax, so he knew the
Yeah.
whole system corner or
Oh,
something.
my
Like
bad.
he just knew the
Yeah.
philosophy as the Ajax. So it was like, okay, he knows how we play
Yeah,
or how
yeah.
we jam.
So
Yeah.
just to support your wish, I think that's what Ten Hag would do. He'd find a player that not everybody's ranting and raving about and make a star out of him. And guys, the crazy thing is our team's not far from being complete. We just need to offload some people and have a bit of depth, and then
But
we
and
can
quality.
another thing I was gonna add, Guti, I wonder if we can get like solid quality midfield players, like a proper midfield player. We can go a season with just like maybe not buying a Harry Kane or something. Just buy someone that get dog, even if you get 15, 20 goals, There's Rashford, O'Connor, there's Virgil, hopefully a Sancho and an Anthony or something. Like we'll spread the goals up top, but like let's solidify our midfield. You're like, okay, defense we're good now. This season, like let's say we're like, okay, now we're gonna solidify midfield. We're getting like 2 or 3 midfielders. We're completing that and maybe get like one player where like, we'll take a chance with you. And hopefully Rashford continues form, Essential comes back to form, and Anthony, and you're like, don't worry, forward. Just spread the goals amongst you guys. It's good.
Yeah.
And then maybe after next season, we can target someone else like, okay, you are our number 9 for the next 5, 6 years, something like that.
But one thing I can say, Jets, is that next season we're challenging, bro. We're gonna challenge for the title next season.
This season.
Yeah, even not this season. Best believe, Lamek, bro. You never know.
Lamek, the season is long.
It's long.
No, the season, guys, I'm big, but you know what the thing is, now? I think we're 8 points, right? Look. It can. I wonder if we can win tonight, right? Then won 45 points, right? 2 games played, and then
we never win City, dog.
Yeah, and then on the weekend, depending on who plays Qala, if we beat them twice again, and then now we're 48 points, Even and because you know what they always say, Witty, points are better than games in hand, because that's already there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe, but I don't want to end up. I think because I've had so much hope. Right now, I'm like, let me just enjoy my team. Let me enjoy my team.
I get you guys.
I just want to enjoy my team without expectation.
Yeah, guys, I've been the delusional guy. I'm the one that's out here saying, "Hey, Manchester gonna do it." And guys, I believe we're gonna do it. Quote me on the 20. What's the date today? On the 8th of February. Quote me, my nigga. I think we're gonna do it. If City get deducted, guys, if they get deducted points,
it's not gonna happen this season, dog.
Damn, that's true.
It's not gonna happen this season because I already read they got like a team of lures already, so it's gonna be one of those.
I actually saw the picture.
Teams. They're gonna try drag it as far as possible,
Okay.
And also, I think also City having lost against Spurs, that would have been a good motivation for Arsenal as well. You know what I mean? Sharp, I do feel that they will be stretched, especially once Europa starts. But also, I think Arsenal's mandate or Arteta this season is just to win the Premier League. I think about FA Cup, number 1 money, he'll play reserves there. Like his mandate right now is like, I want the Premier League.
Lamek, bro. Guys, you'll see. You can clip me on this. Sabitzer, bro. Sabitzer, I think we'll even sign Sabitzer.
I sent to X a message on the weekend. I even sent a couple of other James. I was like, you know what, dog? this Casemiro thing, it could work, could not work, whatever. One thing is gonna have 12 days off before the final. That's number one, right? Number two, I'm like, this guy, you can see Sabitzer, he's playing for a contract at United. It's like this guy's like, I'm not going back to Bayern. I wanna work to play for a contract here.
It's because our project, guys.
Where they like, dog, come in, be the first, or come in the team for the next 3 games. At least, I mean, if this guy can perform for the next 3 games, just perform.
Yeah.
Obviously, Casemiro comes back in, but it now becomes a question of like, okay, Sharp, now other people either get a break or they need to step up even more.
Nah, bro, guys, one thing I can tell you is that Sabitzer, bro, is gonna, like, especially tonight, he's gonna be unleashed. Watch, dog. Like, that guy is a baller. That guy is so strong. Like, and as well, energy. Bro, I beg your pardon, Tony?
Sorry, no, I was just saying his name. Sabitzer.
And as well, his work rate, more than anything, I just like his work rate. This guy runs, bruh. And he's technical on top of that. He knows how to deliver. And as well, he's got that post goals right foot, bruh. Bah, top. Have you seen his goals, guys? This guy can shoot from range. Finally, we have a midfielder that's gonna be on target. Yes, Bruno tries, but it's Bruno, man. And then Portugal, Bruno used to hit these, dog. Yo, all of a sudden, dog, at United.
But I won't lie, though. The cameo I saw of him last week, especially against 10 men, I was quite impressed. I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Like, Undwana is not just here for 6 months. Like, it's either it's saying to Bayern Guti, you motherfuckers don't believe in me, look what I can do. Or he's even saying, Guti, you know what, dog? I'm actually here to play for a contract.
Yeah, exactly, bro. And as well, to experience, that's another thing. Sabitzer's like 27, 28. So he's in his prime years as a footballer. So yeah, that's another thing, guys. He's gonna surprise us all. We're gonna be out here saying we want Sabitzer back. We don't want to sell him, dog. Like, watch, dog. Like,
but the thing is, like, if we're already gonna be offloading a McTominay, then it's not far-fetched for us not to get him.
Yeah, we must, and then we must also get Frankie. We must get.
No, I'm looking. But I'm saying
between the players mustn't be significant. Niggas
dog, we need 2 midfielders that need to be signed.
Yeah. Two.
But I'm saying, Guti, he can be like, if McTominay bounces, they can be like, okay, McTominay bounce. Apparently, everyone read Guti, not Donny. It doesn't look like things are gonna work out for him. If a Donny and a McTominay leaves, and this guy does well in his loan spell, and we sign him, and we get the actual guy that Utena really wanted as well. That's good, dog.
Yeah. Hey, but it is. I mean,
don't make you go crazy, dog. You think we're gonna get Frankie?
No, Frankie. Look, guys. I think Frankie could have come. Had Frankie been in the situation that it was this past season at Barcelona, and we had just gone through this season, and let's say we finish 2nd or 3rd, and then we're having those chats with him end of this season with dog. This is where we are. You are just that final piece in the puzzle to come through. Maybe. But dog, Frankie Kumbula, when we were chasing him, there was no Eriksen, there was no Casemiro. We had McFred. And this man's like, you know what? I'd rather be at Barcelona and try and prove myself than to go to a team where I'm probably not even going to be there, or we're not going to be even in the top 4 or top 6 or anything. You know what I mean? So I think it's, and Yabona just like Barcelona.
Yeah.
He's playing, and I promise you, when we play Barcelona, he's going to be playing both those games. He's going to start.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just unfortunate that things, or they were able, because him and Pedro, I think they do the pivot, and then I can't see him coming unless if Barcelona needs money. That's the
only money, nigga. That's what I was about to say.
Barca always needs money, bro.
Yeah,
Barca's even dead since they sold Figa, dog.
Yeah, because even
Barca's smart, dog. You know what Barca can do, dog? Barca can pull the same stuff they did last season. But so the guys, like 7 guys on loan. Aubameyang.
Yeah.
Exactly. About Traore or whatever. Then after 6 months, they like bounce and they get money off them.
Yeah,
they can literally do that again because they've got that pool.
And they got pool in
Barca. Speaking of Barca, are we beating them?
Yeah, I think we are. I think we are. It's
I
gonna be
can't
all
comment
right.
because I haven't watched a lot of Barca games this season, so I
No, no,
have not.
okay, based on what you've seen from Manchester United, do you think
Yeah.
we'll beat them?
We play the way we play is how to play against Barca. If you're
I
gonna try
agree.
go total football against them, we won't win.
We
But
won't.
the way we play with the press, the Gurgen press, and our
For
transition
me,
as well,
it's the
bro.
press, né? And
Yeah,
overloading the midfield. When our
yeah.
fullbacks tuck in, even Vegos comes back into the midfield, and Abu
Mhm.
Pedri and them, Busquets has
Yeah.
7 people to watch. It's gonna be tough, bro.
And
So
then through ball to Rashford, one on
who's
one.
catching Rashford? Okay,
Okay, Sharp,
maybe
look.
there.
When we got
Yeah,
drawn against them, I wasn't optimistic. But now I feel like we can give them a match. You know, like how that season when we played PSG and Tonke Besminya, we're like, we're not gonna make, and like we don't know how we made it past
And
that
one
I
class.
agree,
penalty or
man.
whatever.
Niggas in
I feel
Paris,
like
dog.
we are not gonna be at that stage where La Pena Besminya, like you're like, hey dog,
Yeah.
we're gonna get a hiding. It's like
Yeah,
just let it be reasonable. Now I
Yeah.
feel like what, actually I'm going in there like what, maybe we could lose, but I know my team will fight.
Yeah,
agreed.
that's the beauty of what our team has been doing. You know that they're gonna fight, bro. Like Saturday's game, we would have lost it last season, or we would have
Yeah,
drew that game. And for the mere fact that we held on, bro, until the end, it just shows you, bro, that the
But I mean, it's
mentality,
the same
bro,
thing even with that Arsenal game without Casemiro. Dog. We lost the game in the 90th minute.
fair too. And then
You know what I
we
mean?
were,
So
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Gucci, like even because they thought they were gonna run us over. They were like,
nah,
Laba. So but
nah,
we're gonna humble them, in, and we lost it in the
yeah,
90th minute. So those are the things I'm seeing with as in I'm seeing a lot of change in the team.
yeah.
And sharp like Crystal Palace and I was so scared because I'm like, yo, dog, it can't be that same thing. Remember the last time we played them and that free
What she
kick,
said.
you know what I mean? So I was stressed about that, but like I think it's not a bad thing to also stretch our team, not have a
Yeah,
Casemiro, not have whatever, not to be dependent on particular
yes,
players
yeah.
and
agreed.
squad. I
Thank
think we
you.
need that, dog. Maybe especially for next season, where it's not like, hey, dog, if one or
But
two players are not there, then we start panicking. Like
but another
Arsenal, dog.
thing is,
Dog, like men are shaking.
Yeah,
yeah, but another thing is, gents, is that another thing is also a way a manager can defend themselves. Look at what's happening with Pep and what again with and Cancelo.
oh
Whenever you
yeah,
have a fallout with the player, Wuti, at least it's not gonna be a situation where now I'm so reliant on this guy. I can easily replace you like this,
yeah.
bro. Look at David Beckham. David Beckham pulled his stance, left,
Dog,
Van
Van
Nistelrooy
Nistelrooy.
left, but the standard stayed the same. Because I remember that season where we saw Van Nistelrooy. We didn't even sign anyone that season. It was Rooney and Louis Saha up front. Then
Yeah.
CR7, you know what I mean? Then Giggs, Scholes. I forgot who else, man. It was before Carrick came. Carrick came in the next season.
Oh, the next season. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
So
came in.
Roy Keane is probably still there.
Yeah, yes. But you see, we didn't sign players, but we ended up winning the title, bro. And
You know, you
comfortably.
know,
This against Jose's thing in Chelsea.
against
Yeah,
Jose's Chelsea. What
yeah,
Lamek just spoke about has actually put a bit of a tense feeling in my body about being dependent on players. Because right now, guys, all of our goals are coming from one person. And the
yeah,
other goals are being spread out, but they're not being spread up as much as I'd like them to be. It's not like the other players are carrying 20 goals and Rashford's carrying 20. The other guys are carrying like 5. So right now I'm very afraid that if we were to lose Rashford, it would be tense times. It'd be very tense
yeah,
because who's our next big thing? It's Ganacho. And now we're putting too much weight on the kids'
yeah. And as
shoulders.
well, yeah, sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah,
So if Garnacho comes in, there's another side on the other that has to be filled up with Sancho, and Sancho's not ready. Ilanga is horrible. Ilanga needs to go on loan to
yeah,
Morocco. That
Well, guys,
nigga,
I was surprised
yo,
because I was seeing during the transfer season like a lot of teams, as if it was hype or it was
I
in
saw.
with he was
yeah.
being linked to so many teams, and I was like, but why don't we just even loan him, dog? Because like I feel
That
like
nigga must leave. That
because
nigga
like
must leave.
someone like Juan Bissaka, I don't see him being at United next season, but I think him
Yeah.
playing now it just gets us a little bit more money because people are seeing him play. They're like, okay, he's actually not as bad as what he's improved. Basically, let's just say he's improved. So Ilanga, if he'd gone on loan, it's the same thing that guys at Sutherland.
Thingy.
Diallo.
Diallo, yeah.
Is that Hamad? Is that if that guy goes on loan, even if he doesn't have a great season, just people seeing him consistently, it becomes more attractive for teams to buy him. It's like Lingard, dog. Lingard, Sharp, apparently they screwed him over with the Newcastle move. But like after that move, when he was sitting on the bench for the next 6 months, only Nottingham Forest comes and like, we'll give you an opportunity.
But not you know what I'm saying?
So if Ilanga goes, we might even get like a young 5 mil because he's playing wherever, and other teams like actually we see the potential there. Because I was like, if you're not gonna play these players in the second half of the season, because I can't see us playing with Ilanga, especially hopefully Sancho finds just even an average Sancho without any form is a better option than Ilanga for me.
Agree.
So just him being available and just playing 90 minutes without even doing anything, without even assisting, just being that man there. I feel like he's just a better fit, or he'll play ahead of him. So I was quite surprised when I was hearing Guti, he's being linked in. I was surprised why we didn't loan him, dog. But I'm happy that Wan-Bissaka is playing because I feel like he's not going to be there next season. But like him playing and him playing well, it's just easier for us to sell him.
For me personally, I'd love him to stay next season. I feel like
as much as you want him to stay, sorry to cut you. As much as you want him to stay, he's just not a 10 hog player, dog. I want to consider Arsenal. It was him, dog. Like he's improved. He's improved a lot. But especially us playing from the back. I mean, dog, De Gea, look how much De Gea has improved with us playing from the back and him getting the ball. As much as Sharp is not good, whatever, but they trust him more. Passer now. And I think Wan-Bissaka, like he just, those things where players like, dog, you can do whatever, but this player will just never do that. I just feel like for him, there's just certain parts of his game that maybe might need a season or two to harness and run at that time. But I won't lie, as a number 2, he's not a bad player. But I feel like there are other teams where he can start.
Yeah, me personally.
And I feel like you probably go there like, dog, if I'm doing so well here, but I'm still number 2 to this guy, why should I stay? I wouldn't mind him staying if we can't sell him because I've seen Guti, he has improved. But like games like Arsenal, dog, where 1 or 2 things win you the game. Because he's the one who conceded that first penalty. I think the first
he struggled.
The corner for that goal,
No, rather than
I'll play him when they come to him, dog, like he panics, like he doesn't have the composure. So I think Taylor is playing him now because he doesn't have anyone better. But maybe him playing him a lot, he's telling him also in training with dog, you need to work on this, you need to work on this, you need to work on this. So let's hope, dog, let's hope.
Yeah, because another thing is as well, it's him not being able, like he doesn't have the defensive awareness, especially back post. Dallo is very good at marking the back post. You see, so Wan-Bissaka, he's more of a one-on-one specialist,
Yeah.
He can get the ball from you. But from a positional standpoint, like he's not really as it's
tactically aware.
He's just not aware of his environment. And it's like even with midfielders, great midfielders, they know what to do with the ball before it even arrives at their feet. They're constantly looking up, Same thing with great defenders as well, from a positional standpoint and awareness. That's why Dallo is better. And even us going forward, when Dallo is in, we are more deadly going forward.
I was about to say the same thing with you.
It's because Anthony prefers playing with Dallo because he knows that Dallo likes overlapping. And when he does, he's dangerous. So that's why he can cut with his left. And we know what that left can do. We've seen it. That left is deadly, bro. Whenever that guy cuts, I always like, even when he misses, it's always it's not like a fluke of a shot. This guy actually practices. Once he masters it, bro. Oh my goodness, man.
And the thing about, I don't know if maybe they've told him in training or what, but he's not taking on players this season. He's just preferring to pass the ball. And if you're doing 1-2 passes, it's better to do it to a Dallo because it's all totally ball. Whereas Wan-Bissaka, like, hey, mon pass sometimes, type of thing. So for whatever reason, he's just not taking on players. He insists on like trying to either try beat them by pace, if not pace, we are passer, you know.
Yeah,
But to go back to the whole defensive guy and having defensive awareness, sorry, Martinez this weekend, guys, against Palace.
Big six.
That's our best centre back, bro.
Big six.
Big six. Him and Varane, bro. Like when they together, it's a crazy combination, bro. Because Varane, in recovery pace and he helps out a lot. And as well,
they complement each other.
They big time, bro. And as well on the ball, he's so composed. Totally, even when he's pressed to Martinez, he still can. You know what I mean?
And Martinez is the pass before the pass a lot of times.
Yes.
He's the one that plays the ball, and then the next dude.
The pre-assist. He's the pre-assist.
Yeah, he's the pre-assist.
I like that.
You see, there we signed a solid player, bro.
Yeah. Also, like you said, someone that Ten Hag knows, and you know, probably understands. Understands his philosophies and everything. Man. But back to what I said, guys. I really hope Rashford can just stay fit. Nothing happens to him. I believe he will, because the boy has been a running horse since I've known him. So I hope he can stay fit. I'm very disappointed at the likes of Anthony. Martial, not Anthony. Because if Anthony was coming through with 10 goals, Martial 20, Garnacho 4, 5, I think we'd be okay. But Anthony doing nothing. Vegas has what, 1 goal in Carabao, I think.
Yeah. Martial, like, he's never in the squad, dog. He plays one game and then he's like injured for the next 3 games. Like, Ntwana is just so inconsistent.
Yeah,
with Anthony, man.
He's unlucky.
I'm not too hard on him, because I feel like he's not playing as freely like he was at Ajax. I just feel like they're trying to do things like I'm saying, because like you must notice, Ntwana has never taken on a player.
Yeah, but the thing is, this is the Premier League.
I was about to say that.
Premier League tempo is different. Yeah, in Premier League, it's pace and power, dog. You know, that's why about Elanga is still in the team, is because he's got pace and power. But don't stress with Anthony. Anthony will develop his right foot. Mahrez as well, when he came to Leicester, first season, you could see glimpses, but he also struggled with his right foot. Then following season, he developed that right foot, then the rest is history. The rest was history. Homie just became a beast. And so that's what I think will happen with Anthony, bro. Like, he's going to develop grand. And what I like about him, as much as he does not take on players, he also doesn't give away the ball.
Yeah,
it would be worse if he was Bruno 2.0, bro. It would be worse, but at least he's tidy in position.
Dog, I don't know if you guys remember, Ronaldo's first season at United, he was losing the ball a lot.
Yeah.
When he was still a kid, dog, Ntwana would let's step over in, like he was losing the ball a lot. So you are right, like you can develop, isn't you know what I mean? Ronaldo's first season, I distinctly remember he was, as a farmer breaking, number 17, like he was just not, he was not there yet.
Yeah. I remember there was an interview where they even shouted at, not shouted at him, but I assume they spoke to him and they're like, bro, we give you the ball, you lose it. You're not coming back. What's going on? And like you say, X, just give him time and he will develop, man. I also wasn't being hard on Anthony, by the way, when I said he's not contributing goals. I'm just saying I'm very fearful, guys.
No, I get you. And that's what I'm saying. I really do feel we need like someone else just to help Rashford out. You know, it's I'll give you an example. It's like I went to Liverpool, right? Liverpool 2 seasons ago, you know, Keita has not done anything amazing at Liverpool. Let's be honest. Like, it's been okay, right? But the past 2 seasons, the other guys in the team were able to carry him. You know, the Thiago's, Henderson, Awanban. So even though he was not doing his best, it was fine being in a team like that, because the other guys were getting the goals, whatever. So it allowed him to play his game or to gain his confidence. So the problem with United is that we don't have 2 or 3 players, because now everyone's looking at if Rashford's not in, you know what I mean? So I feel like it just puts a little bit more pressure on the guys. Whereas if you're like 2 or 3 other guys who are scoring goals, then the other guys could just gradually get into the team and just get by without doing anything. You know what I mean? Like, just have a good game or just keep it tidy, whatnot. And then we're like, okay, Ntwana Azin, just build his confidence. Whereas I feel like that's the problem why people are probably judging. Sharp, the price tag, people say about that. But I think more especially also is because no one else is contributing with Rashford. Had it been with Rashford and maybe like a Martial and like maybe, remember Bruno when he first came and I was scoring goals. Had it been like 3 guys who were scoring goals, we know, okay, Sharp, these 3 sorted. I think a little bit more leeway would have been given to Anthony. It's just because, like, dog, you're a winger and you're playing every game. So that's why he's probably getting a lot more pressure, which is why I'm so happy that Sancho's coming back again. But I feel like because they're only relying on one person, he might feel that pressure to like, yo, I need to excel or find my.
No, Sancho's gonna be fine. Sancho is clear. Don't stress about Sancho. Sancho's gonna be hot, bro. Watch, guys. And then in closing, guys, I know we'd love to go on, but you know, Tinabanye stage 4 load shedding and shit. Predictions for tonight. I'll start off with you, Manny.
Against Leeds, right?
Yeah. Leeds at Old Trafford.
Oh, we're playing at home. I don't even know where we're playing.
We're at home.
3 or 4-0. Plus Jesse March just left, right? 3 or 4-0.
Yeah. When
new manager bounce, Baba.
Yeah.
Aston Villa, dog. Aston Villa did that with good evening, dog.
Yeah, he chowed us, bro. Yo, but we were not at home though. This time around, we are at home.
No, I know. Okay, sharp. So, Mina, for my prediction, I don't think we'll lose, but I'm not saying Guti will win. So,
nigga, what?
No, dog, no. What I mean is like it could either be a draw, like that. That's because and the only reason why I'm saying that is because I think I still got a little bit of fear, guys. Why? Like, as much as I'm confident in the team, I'm still a bit fearful. But
it's PTSD. You've been
but also remember, Leeds is also like a team. It's like not local rival, but it's very much derby, not derby, but like it's very close to Manchester. So those guys, it's like when they play against United, they don't play the same way they're playing against Arsenal. They go extra. That's what I mean. Now they're going to be playing extra. They've got a new manager. So it's either one of two things. I think if we start the game well and score a goal or 2 in the beginning, we can beat them both games. But if we can one of those games where like Arsenal, where they just defend and they frustrate us, I think it could be a draw.
Yeah. I say it's gonna be 3-0. Oh, and the reason why I'm saying that is that this season we are now able to break down low blocks. I don't fear teams that play low blocks anymore because this season we are very good at breaking them down. I mean, Nottingham always played a low block, chout them.
Whether it's straight through them or over them.
Yeah, we've developed our passing. The way we pass the ball and move the ball around, we move it very quick. That's how you break a low block. You mustn't be too slow and erratic, otherwise you'll struggle. But I think we'll beat them 3-0. And yeah, hopefully Bruno scores. I don't want Rashford to score because a lot of people triple captained him for fantasy. So if he scores, I'm captain.
I'm so pissed. I thought he fantasy last week. Being in the squad some Saturday morning. I didn't realize Chelsea was playing on Friday. So hey dog, my old captain was to play now. Bruno get out like in 50 minutes or some rubbish like that. So dog, I'm very pissed on that regard. But to answer to go with X, not that I would like other players to score. I want us to win like 3-0 and like not Rashford being in the thing, just for, you know what I mean, just for confidence, because if we can do that, especially if we can beat Leeds, because we play them now in the weekend again.
Yeah.
So if we can able to beat them without Rashford scoring and win, like you're saying, 2-0, 3-0, I think that'll be good for the team morale and also just to ease up Rashford pressure and also the other guys getting confident.
Definitely. I know, gents.
Before you close off, I have to ask this. You guys, I just want a yes or no. Lamek, you'll always start, nah? Do you guys want Dean Henderson back?
He doesn't want to come back.
So no.
It's a no.
Okay. Do you want Eric Bailly back?
Nah, dog.
X? Yes, I agree. I also want him back. Do you want Alex Telles back?
Nah.
What? I want him back. Amad Diallo?
Actually,
Diallo is also gonna make it shake, bro. Watch that. He's gonna
I
make
agree.
it shit.
And then we've got youth players like Hannibal. I don't think I want him back purely based on the fact that Hannibal and Zidane Iqbal are on the same level, and Zidane Iqbal's been chowing bench. So I don't think Hannibal will do anything much at our team. But thank you guys. I just want to know which
No.
Lucas
Let
you want.
me ask, do you know I wouldn't want Bai back? I love Bai, by the way. The only reason is because he's like a Martial dog. Like he plays 3 games and he's injured for 4 games. I just feel like we can't have players like that right now, dog. We just need guys who are consistently. That's his problem.
Yeah.
Like 3 games, you're like dog, and then he goes in. His spear taken so that he 3-match ban, and
Did you
after
see
he
that?
comes from a 3-match ban,
You
then
see
he
that
gets
kick,
injured
bro?
in 5 games.
And that kick finished.
Yo, bye, dog. Damn, bro.
Yo, I buy that dog.
Yeah.
You finished me, bro.
Thanks. You
Yeah,
answered
but
my
anyway,
question,
gents. Yeah, gents, thank
Like,
you so much
hope
for
we win,
being
guys.
yourselves, man.
Sure, gents.
Please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Squeezy Sport. We out. Peace.
Later.